Yo, so what's up? This is gonna be the first video of a bunch on my channel, J Boogie with the hoodie. So what I'm gonna be talking about is why the world is changing so quick and what's really happening, because shit's crazy. It looks crazy, but really all that's happening is we are preparing for the new world, because on July 26, 2020, we enter a new astrological age. We finished the entire cycle. We finished all our Earth. Our planet has finished the cycle of all 12 astrological ages. We're going from age of Pisces to Aquarius, which Aquarius is a new beginning because it's the start of a new cycle, of the new astrological cycle, and it's the first time we've ever finished this whole cycle. So when we fucking end, so the world has to prepare for us to enter this new age. So we live, because this new age is supposed to be peace and shit like that, not like hatred. So what's happening right now is more unity. People are unifying. Obviously, same thing shit's happening in the government, the media. They trying to push the separation and shit like that. But we know there's more unity now than ever right now. Like, there's a lot of people unified over this shit. And no matter what the media says, we know that there is much more unity than ever before. And that's part of this new age shit, realizing how much that the media and this government be lying to us, just straight up, like realizing that they push this shit that's fake, like all of the time. Like, you turn on the news and it's negative 99% of the time. They run maybe one good story, everything else is negative. And why is that? Like, so part of this is just us realizing that the media is lying. So there's going to be some type of switch off there, probably eventually. I don't know, next year, this year, but soon enough. Because right now, people are realizing how much we're being lied to by the news, like, straight up. Every second I see it. And people are realizing how much, like, they want to push a separation. Like, they're pushing a race war that isn't even really happening when people are fighting for more unity than ever before. You get me? So people are realizing these things. And people with this, I'm not going to speak on what it was, but they said this man died from a heart attack. It was clearly not a heart attack, so there they go lying again. They're always lying to push their own agenda, and people are realizing that. So we enter in this new age, everything that's going on, even this fucking, another thing I'm not going to say the name of, but the thing before, even that is to help get us into this new age. People just realizing everything. And all of it is to help us get into this new world of love and peace and shit like that. Like, you could, I'm gonna put links in the description and shit, but you look up the age of Aquarius. There's been people that have talked about it for years. It's also called the Great Awakening, but people have talked about the age of Aquarius for years. So, and it's here. Like, chances are you chose to come here to witness this. So you should be happy, because after all this shit, the world is going to be such a more beautiful place than it was before this, straight up, like, without a doubt. July 26, 2020 is the start of this shit, and it's going to be fucking beautiful. Some things you can just Google the age of Aquarius and you could research yourself, but some people that have talked about it is Dolores Cannon. She has a book called The 3 Waves of Volunteers in the New Earth, and then there's a book called The Law of One, which isn't by her, but it goes in depth with this shit, like really in depth with this shit. But it's kind of a hard read, but like, whatever. You don't even gotta read a book to look. You can just look it up and like do your own research. This shit is happening right now, and you can see it if you just look around. Like, the world is changing. Like, very obviously, everything is changing, and it's because we're entering the new age, the age of Aquarius. Our Earth is finished the full cycle. We're entering a new cycle, so shit has to change. It's just that simple. So that's what's happening. And it's going to be beautiful when it changes, because we realizing a message that many people have tried to preach. John Lennon, fucking Martin Luther King, fucking Gandhi, a bunch of people that get assassinated, they be saying, oh, people have the power, we give it to the government. But right now, we're really realizing that the people have the power, and we've been giving it to the government. So shit's changing, straight up. And it's not, and they can't do anything to stop it, because the Earth needs to change into the new astrological age. So whatever they do, doesn't matter. This shit's still gonna change. Straight up.